We are going live. And if Miss Yvi, if you want to see it on your page, you can jump on your screen really quick. But we are live on Facebook. And happy Cinco de Mayo, friends. So excited to see everybody out there. We have a special guest tonight. This is tonight we are actually for the month of May, we are featuring all the amazing moms that we know. And there's so many out there. I have had the pleasure to meet this beautiful mom that lives in a faraway land, not in Long Beach, California. She's going to introduce herself to you. Oh, and then Yvi, just turn down the volume on your phone if you have it on.
Oh, no, I don't have it on.
Your phone on? No? Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead. I want to introduce you guys Yvette, a friend of mine from Team MFF. And Yvi, why don't we go ahead and get started? I'm going to just share this on my page really quick while you introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us a little bit about you, and then we'll do our questions, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome.
I am Yvi Duffy, and I live in the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, with my husband of 13 years, I think.
Nice.
Either 13 or 14, I'm not 100% sure. It's because we celebrate our anniversary like every time we go out on a date night, so that I forget how many years we've been married. And I have one son, Luke, who's 6.
Oh, awesome. Yay. We already have some friends on here. They're saying hello. We've got Megan saying hi to you, and then also Kevin, happy Cinco de Mayo. We got some friends joining us. Okay, awesome. Oh, you know what? I think it's me. Hold on one second. I can see. I just want to make sure that we're good to go on here. Okay, and let me switch our little view so that we can have us both on at the same time. Yay! Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, perfect. I'm still new at some of this stuff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I have some questions, and we are just showcasing moms and how amazing moms are out there. So I have some questions for Yvi. So Yvi, how did you find Mary Fulton Fit? Tell us about that.
COVID happened to us all, and I couldn't go to the gym and see my girlfriends and hang out. And I thought, well, I need the me time. And so my husband had a bike. He put it on a trainer, and I just pedaled away like a little hamster. And my knees were hurting, my hips were hurting. I'm like, what's going on? I was Googling. Yeah, because the bike is not mine. It's my husband's. And so I was all messed up. So then I thought, okay, well, let me see what DVDs I have. So I'm like dusting off all my old Tony Horton, like,
yeah, I love
fitness routines, and I'm working out and I'm getting insane with insanity. And I was bored. I'm like, it's the same thing every day, like Groundhog's Day. This is not fun. I'm going to YouTube and see what I can find. So I YouTubed Body Pump Les Mills, and there was this Latina, and I was like, okay, well, let me try it out. So I put Mary on, and she's like, hello, this is Mary with Mary Fulton Fit in the garage. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's as goofy as I am. I love this girl. And I was hooked. You're like, come back tomorrow. We're going to have, and you just kept like on the fly. You know what? I don't like that move. We're going to do something else. And I was hooked. I was like, you kept me engaged. Your energy level was exciting. You were doing tasty treats and motivation Mondays and saying prayers. In your workouts, you're like, I don't know what's wrong with the camera. Hold on. And you would just start praying. And I was like, this girl is me. Like, I feel connected. I so felt connected to you. And then when I found out you were doing live Facebook, I was like, this is it. I'm going to join. I joined the live Facebook, and then you had your platform, and I thought, this is perfect. I'm in. So, and I haven't regretted not one moment. And what made it even better was the community of women that just kept encouraging, and you can do this, and posting pictures. And I felt like I was at the gym again. I felt like I was with my girlfriends, laughing and telling jokes and posting, not afraid to make fun of ourselves, which I really loved.
I know.
And it was so much fun. I loved it. I'm addicted to it. And even my son is like, he's at home right now, homeschooling, and he's like, I know, this is your time with Mary. This is your time with Mary. He's like, I can't come to the basement because this is your time with Mary. So it's like mommy time where I can just decompress and sweat out all the toxins of the negativity and get in the zone.
I love it. You know what? Thank you for sharing that whole story, because you took me in a time machine really quick, and I could see myself doing some of these things that you're talking about. And so it's funny to think back to a year ago and getting to meet all these amazing, women and men that are out there too that have been on the channel. And so thank you. That brought like energy and a smile to my face, and just made me think back to this whole journey and what a blessing it has been. And Yvi, I love that you said the me time and being a mommy, because that's what we're talking about right now. It's May, it's Mother's Day on Sunday, but all of May I'm gonna showcase. Sorry, I have kids yelling. Hey Cliff, can you close the front door because I'm doing a video? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to showcase moms and busy lives like this. Like, hey guys, can you be quiet? Probably not. And so I'm going to ask you some questions about being a mom, and you can tell us a little bit about you. So tell us about yourself and your kids and where you live, and like how many kids you have. I think you said 10, right? Just kidding.
Yeah. Not all the kids that you have. I don't even know how you do it. Just the one, my little Luke, he's 6. He's going to be 7 on the 7th. So we've got a huge like golden birthday party that we're going to throw him on Mother's Day. Yeah. So, and he's been homeschooling now for almost 10 days.
Okay.
He'll be back again. And then he'll be back in school on Monday.
Okay. And by the way, all of you guys that are out there, I can see your questions. So when you have questions for Yvi, I'll read them off to her. Okay. We've got a lot of people out there listening to you. Got like 9 friends. So this is awesome. So the first question, just for moms and for you, just like, what have been your struggles as a mom?
I think my biggest struggle is just asking for help. I think we want to feel like super mom, that we can do it all, that we can I'm just going to wake up, at 5 a.m. to get it done. And I'm going to go to bed at midnight to get it done. And we just don't ask for help. And there's so many people that I've learned that are so willing to jump in and have the strengths to help. And I think that was my hardest when I was diagnosed with cancer a year and a half ago, and going through having to be in quarantine because I was on radiation and couldn't be around my family. Just calling my community and I didn't even have to call. These women from church said, Yvi, I'm cooking meals for you. They didn't even ask. They were like, I'm going to cook meals for you. Make sure you put a cooler outside your door. I'm going to deliver breakfast, lunch, and dinner for your family outside in the morning. And when your son goes to school and your husband goes to work, you can just go up and grab the food and bring it in and put it in the fridge. That was the moment. One of the ladies, like after I was able to attend church again, and after all the hospitalization, everything was done, she was thanking me. she's like, thank you so much for allowing us to help you. You don't know how much it has helped me to be a blessing to someone else, to serve someone and to pay it forward. And she told me her story of when she had a baby, and all these moms were like, I want to come clean your house. I want to come do your laundry. I want to bring you food. I want to take care of your baby so that you can get some rest. And I remember feeling like, you're thanking me you're the one that is helping me. You're driving to my house in the morning and you're giving me all these meals for me and my family. Like that was so overwhelming to me. And I thought, you know what, Lord, I thank you for these women that are helpers. And I want to be a light also. I want to shine my light that way. And so paying it forward in any way that I can, helping someone who is, like you said, the love language of service and really serving other people. And now I know that it's not that I'm weak to ask for help or I'm less of a mom to ask for help. It's helping others. And even when I ask my son for help, it is helping him to be a better husband in the future or a better citizen, in the future. So that really, I had to learn that the hard way because I was go, 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 go before cancer. And cancer made me sit my butt down and reach out to my community and ask for help. And the guilt of I'm a mom and I can't be there for my family because I'm in quarantine and having to let go of the guilt. That was really hard. That was a big struggle.
Wow, Yvi, I didn't know you had cancer.
Yep. Cancer free, cancer no more.
Cry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. So when did you get diagnosed with cancer?
I was, a year and a half ago. So I'm 45, 44, 43-ish. It was the 4th of July. You have a 4th of July story, I think, where you had independence. My 4th of July story is I was in the hospital and I had my thyroid taken out and like all these nodules taken out. And I was independent. From cancer, I was cancer free. So it was my Independence Day.
Wow.
Yeah. So, my reason for cancer was I took a lot of hormones to try to have my son, and the hormones kind of went crazy and became cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So when during COVID though, you were free and clear?
I was free and clear.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. What a story. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
And being a mom and going through that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that though, that you said, just the struggle of letting go and having to be still and let others help you. And it is hard.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask for help. You want to try to do it all yourself. And sometimes it's time to just sit. And yeah, it's humbling, but it's that moment we get with God too, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh, totally. And I'm so thankful for the technology that we have today. I mean, I couldn't give my little one a hug and do nightly prayers or bath time or any of that stuff because I had to be in quarantine or else he'd be around a ton of radiation.
Oh,
but through FaceTime, we were able to read stories together. Through FaceTime, we could do nightly prayers together. Through FaceTime, we're able to do Spanish homework together. So it was, I have to say I'm thankful for all the technology that we have. I can't imagine, those moms that are in the hospital or in quarantine and they can't have that face to face with their family. So I'm
And your
super
little
thankful.
Your little guy was little.
He was little. He was in kindergarten. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to tell you that Connie said cancer free. So she was excited. Oh wow, thank you for sharing all that. So what blessings is my second question as a mom. So we talked about some struggles that maybe you have as a mom, but then the blessings as a mom.
You know, I think before the cancer, I just really had a focus on my earthly blessings, you know, the things that I could see, the things that we give thanks to God for, you know, for the warm bed and the food and the family and the love that we have. And that is, I'm immensely thankful to God for providing that. But more so when you face something where you're like, holy cow, I'm undergoing some major surgery, and you start to think, well, what if it doesn't go well? And you start thinking, you know, the what ifs of what if I pass away? What if I die? And I think for me now, the one thing I really want to not stray away from is to give thanks to my eternal blessings, you know, because so many people, when people die, they say, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I thought about that, and I thought, you know, I'm not going to be lost. I know exactly where I'm going when I pass away. And I told my husband, if anybody says, I'm sorry for your loss, Brian, tell them she's not lost. I know exactly where she is. She's in heaven. So I want to focus on things that are eternal and things that that I can be a blessing to other people for, and joy, give people joy, and just let them be who they are without judgment and without trying to fix them, because I think about how incredibly messed up I can be. So I thank God for his word, that I can study it every single day and know what he wants from me. You know, he wants me to be good to people. He wants me to be good, not because he requires it, but because he was so good to us for dying on the cross and for being our savior, that we want to show that gratitude by showing all of his creatures, you know, how wonderful they are. And it's hard because I want to be ratchet sometimes and be like, when people go off on me because I'm taking too long in a line and they're like, oh, can you hurry up or whatever? Like, I want to be like, can you just practice your patience? I want to have those moments, even when my son is being super nasty. Like, I have that split and I'm like, okay, Lord, I know you are patient with me. I know that I have a mouth on me. I know that all my words are not kind, and sometimes they could be vulgar and evil. So let me not, like, you know, show that side of me.
I love that. You're awesome, Yvi. You're a blessing for sure. So tell me, what do you think you've learned the most about being a mom? It's like
you know, that your kids will tell you who you are.
Oh. Yeah.
And not in the time that you want them to, like, tell the world who you are. And not to feel bad about that. You know, like when my son is like, hey mom, what does the F word mean? And I'm like, oh, what do you mean, like family? He's like, no, you dropped your keys and you said a word. And I was like, oh, yeah, I shouldn't have said that because that's not a really nice word to say. And it's not pleasing to the Lord's ears. But we mess up. And he tells me all the time, well, you don't have breakfast. Why do I have to eat breakfast?
Oh my gosh, he
Oh.
totally calls you on your
Yes.
hypocrisy.
Oh, totally. Totally. Like, I don't know, like about showering. He'll say, well, you know, Daddy went golfing and he didn't shower before he went golfing. Why do you make me shower? Like, I'm like, because you've been outside and sweating all day. You have to take a shower.
That's so funny. I
So,
love it.
yeah, he's like a little mirror where he'll just point out, and then I have to try not to be embarrassed in front of people and be like, well, it kind of is what it is.
I think kids humble us. You know, the blessings are, well, there's so many blessings. You get those hugs and kisses and love and
Yeah,
but yeah, for sure. You learn to be selfless, even when you want to be selfish.
yeah,
You learn to have grace because you've been given grace.
totally.
You learn that like it doesn't matter what they do to you, you just always love them. I feel like it's the biggest example of God's love to us, like
Yes.
love that we have for our kids, because like they can say the most terrible things, you still love them. They
Yeah,
can do the wrong things, you still love them. You just are, and you know, and you worry for them, but you definitely learn to be selfless and patient and
yes,
humble. And yeah, it's like a mirror, because they definitely show you like when you're angry, if they say the same things as you, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
embarrassing.
yes.
Evie, what can you share with other moms or maybe future moms, or if you're not a mom out there, but maybe you're an auntie or you're, you know, just what can you share with them to just encourage them in their journey? There might be a mom out there who's not sleeping. She's hiding in the bathroom for some time alone. And especially during COVID, all of us moms have been through a lot. All of us have been through a lot. But, you know, learning to cope with our children, having meltdowns, trying to home learn, and we feel inadequate. And hey, I'm a teacher and I felt inadequate in this whole situation. Everything was bonkers. But, you know, what are some things that you can share to help them in their journey as a mom, wherever they're at?
I think the biggest thing is to just know that this season is temporary. Wherever you are, it's temporary. If you're in a bad patch, it feels like forever. But it's not. It's a very short season. Even if it's long years, it's still a short season. And then it passes. So all the fun times, they're short also. You know, the times when I held my son and rocked him to sleep and I was exhausted. But now I look back at that time and I'm like, man, I miss him laying in my lap and just rocking back and forth. I miss those times. I miss when I could carry him and it was easy with one arm. And now I'm like, oh my God, you're breaking my back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything is short. And every season seems like it's going to last forever. So if you could just hang in there and keep telling yourself, I'm going to get through this because it's a short season. And also to take the moment and to look at it and say, I'm going to give thanks for this, because these pockets of time where we have so much fun and we're enjoying it, because I know that he's going to grow up and he's going to be gone. Or let me put on this bikini because I look good now, because I may not have this body. My boobs are going to be sagging. My face is going to be sagging and drooping. So let me just like try to look fierce while I can, and maybe wear some things that are a little inappropriate, because because my body is snatched and I could wear it right now. So that's temporary too, because things start to sag and get droopy and the vision, and I've got readers and I'm not happy about it. So, well, that's my season. Seasons keep going, and it's now my time to start with my readers and wear a push-up bra.
I'm like, and to all the moms out there, they all understand this right now. And the aren't moms and are just listening in. I love this. It's hilarious. Yes, well, embrace, every season. And the hard ones, I've got a teenager, I've got a tween, and I have a 6-year-old right now. So
Oh my God.
what's happening? When they want to hang out with me, I soak it in. When my oldest one walks into the room and wants to tell me about his skate videos, I'm just like, okay, I can barely keep my eyes open, but I'm like, he's talking to me. Yeah, tell me more. A kick flip and a what? What did you do? What is that thing? And when the middle son is nice to me and we're in the car and he goes to the store with me and we have conversations about him and his friends and stuff, I just grab onto it and know that that's like a special memory that we get to keep. And the little one still likes me, so he sleeps in my bed. But those years, my 12-year-old doesn't sleep in my bed with me, and neither does my 15-year-old. So those times go. It's just time. And like you said, being grateful, and even being grateful in the hard times.
Yeah.
When they're being disrespectful, it's hard to be grateful. But knowing that as a parent, that we're still planting those seeds. They're going to test them. They're going to rebel. They're human. We're all human. So it's just knowing like, what am I supposed to learn from this, God? What am I supposed to, I'm learning so much. Yep.
Oh yeah. And it's hard because as a parent, as a mom, you want them to be on their best behavior in public. And sometimes you're like, where in the world did this child come from right now? Like they are acting foolish and crazy. And I just have to remember, okay, well, I try to instill, good habits, but ultimately he's his own person and he's going to choose to act a fool when he wants to act a fool. And that doesn't mean I don't correct him, because I'm going to, but there's going to be a time when he's an adult where I'm going to have to learn how to zip it, because he's going to be paying his own bills. And I am so not looking forward to that.
You've got some time till you get
I'm so thankful I have time to learn that, because now when I'm
all the times that you teach them things, like they go over to a friend's house, that they listen, they do the good manners. Yeah. So like I might not feel like it happens here at home, but when they go to the neighbor's house, they're like, oh, they were perfect little children. And I'm like, my kids? Okay, well, that's perfect. You're doing a good job, moms out there and dads, if the kids are doing good at the neighbor's house.
Yes.
And I think at the end of the day, it's like every journey, and we're always learning, always changing, always growing, and to be grateful for each season. Yeah. I loved how you said that, just to be grateful for all the seasons.
Yeah.
The good ones where you're having fun. And by the way, this is to all the moms out there. When you plan the best family day and everything goes wrong, raise your hand. You plan a game night, everyone's fighting. You plan this amazing trip that you think everyone's going to have a good time, and everybody's being mean and crying and everything's falling apart. Yep. We've all had it. And then we've all had our fun, perfect Instagram picture. But sometimes I'm like, why is everybody fighting? We're supposed to have a perfect day. Nah, that's just how it's supposed to be. So and the funny thing is the kids don't remember all the fights. They just remember that they had a great day. So that's true. Right here it says, Yvi, you have a beautiful story even with your scare of cancer. And then Marlene, and Connie and Marlene all agree. Me, all moms and grandmas who try to have perfect days and it doesn't work out. So I love this. Well, anybody have questions for Yvette? Anything you guys want to ask her before we log off? And I just want to thank you so much, Yvette, for taking your
Thank you.
time to share, well, your beautiful story and your story of surviving cancer. What I didn't know that you were going to share that, so that was a surprise for me. And thank you for sharing and being vulnerable. I think that will impact a lot of people out there. So I really appreciate you sharing that and just being a mom. We're all moms. It's not
Yeah.
perfect. We're just learning and growing. I love it. Well, any last words you'd like to say, Miss Yvi?
No, I just want to thank all the community, the MFF community out there of encouragers, who just are like, you can do it, you can do it. Especially with the nutrition part, because that's new for me. I'm a new learner with that. And just encouraging each other with the nutrition and being silly. And it helps me to know that I'm among friends, that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to be silly and make fun of myself.
That's good. I love that. Connie says, thanks, Yvi, for sharing your story. Love you. So I love you very much. Thank you for
I love you.
With everything. It's been such a pleasure meeting you, and I'm excited for our relationship to keep growing as mommies and friends, workout buddies. So thank you so much, Yvi. We need to take a little picture though, so I want you to smile. I'm gonna try to do a screenshot here. Okay, ready? Let's smile. I got it. I got it. Well, we love you guys. Oh, and just so you guys know, we have some events coming up on Team FF. Do you want to share some of our events that we have coming up, Yvi?
We have our anniversary live, May 22nd.
May 22nd. You guys can come work out with us in Long Beach, California at the Grand. So if you're interested, the tickets are in my shop at maryfultonfit.com. We also have tomorrow night, if you want to join us live at the Hotel Maya in Long Beach for Booty, Core, and Margaritas. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. And you guys can also get tickets for that in my link on my Instagram or my link tree on Facebook. If you click Hotel Maya, use code MFFteam to get $15 off. And then what else do we have happening? What challenge are we in right now, Miss Yvi?
We are in our May Core and Booty Challenge. Booty, booty, booty,
booty. And are you having fun in our booty challenge?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a challenge. It's really hard, and I'm excited to get my cheeks lifted by the end of the month.
She's gonna be on point.
On point. Ready for them?
They're gonna be hot. The Daisy Dukes, the hot girl summer.
The hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer. Edie's gonna be wearing her Daisy Dukes, so we got to get her ready, and it's my mission to do it. So if you guys want to join us, you can still do that too by going to my shop and getting a fun tanker tee because it's our anniversary. So straight out of the garage, we've got what's the other one? She believes she could, she did. And then the other one, where it all began with the washer and dryer. So we've got those 3 shirts for booty bands, and you'll be entered into the group. So with all that, we have a lot going on at Team MFF. So make sure you join the ride and have fun with us. Right, Yvi?
Yeah.
We're going to finish off with our Stronger Together. Ready? Stronger Together.
Mind, body, and soul.
We love you guys. God bless you. Thank you, Yvi. You're the best. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.